Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to Your View. I am Murayo Afolabi Brown. As always, I have the ladies with me. Alaja, Anima, Akashat. Ziviri, how you doing this morning?
I'm fine. I'm still trying to recollect because of the race now, what I wanted to say as my banter.
Well, let me just greet you because the Deputy Governor's wife, Mrs. Hamzad, was asking of you in the last few days. She kept asking, where is Nima? I said, Nima is not. Actually,
I'm fine.
So she wanted to check up on you. She greets you, send love to you, and the other ladies of your view. Yeah. But she was specifically,
particularly,
yes, asking for Nima.
Okay. Such a warm-hearted woman. Yeah. Every time I meet her, I love the hugs.
Yes.
Thank you, ma. I'll call today.
Okay, how are you doing, Toby? How has you been? What's going on with you?
So I'm actually now beginning to receive the banters, the lashes on social media. Right. You know, because if I post something, somebody would find something to say. And so earlier this morning, I was asking you all how you've been coping with it. And so I went to anchor an event sometime last week for the Women in Business Summit. And so this person reached out and said, please, I want to see you after the program. And so afterwards, she came to meet me. I said, please, I just want to apologize to you. I said, I don't understand. I don't think I've met you before, right? And she said, yes, you've not met me. But I saw you on TVC's page, and the comment I put was that, how can they put a child on your view? And so when I met you, I now found out that you're such a pleasant person that please forgive me. And she was asking for forgiveness. And I was like, this life, Sha.
Wow.
And she will go to the...
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Oh, my goodness.
You build a thick skin.
Yeah.
Hi, Mariam.
And then there's love.
So, you know, concerning what you just said, definitely over time you develop a thick skin. There's some things now that when I see, I burst into laughter. Like, I mean, this has to be too funny, you know.
Amen.
Like, but, you know, we learn every day. She has learned something differently, you know, and hopefully she will grow from that.
Yes.
So,
anything this weekend, plans?
what do we have planned?
Nothing major.
Yeah, nothing major.
I feel you're giving the rich auntie vibes.
Yes.
Like, the way you're looking.
It's mid-term week.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You're absolutely correct.
So we've been studying for tests and everything. We're done studying because I've been studying with them.
Yes. We were doing presentations today. We built a car.
That's true.
Like, and I have a set of twins. So I'm building 2 cars. We built cars that can move. The car must move. I had to call an electrician. Please come on, help me put this wire together. No. We had to buy the motor thingy. We built the car with cardboards. I'm there coloring, and we're there cutting and pasting. And I had guests, and then I had events. In fact, it was a tiring.
Yes, we've been talking about cars made by the brown.
This one, if I'll take a picture and post it.
I always say it is a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. We did this thing, and then the last one too has to that project. The parents can paint. Wow. Oh, these teachers, God is your...
Our own project is learning work. We just had to print car, print bicycle. So for you to build, that means...
next time you will build, don't worry.
I'm going to post it.
Next time to be up.
The last few days I've been at the CALSO event, at the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials, and I was invited to be one of the panelists. I really enjoyed the conversation about storytelling, how it can help with social change and cultural exchange. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. And it was just good to see a full room of women, government women, who are doing so much. But what I got out of it from what Joker Silva said yesterday, that political women in politics must begin to share their stories. There's so much more you're doing that we need to see. We shouldn't just be, oh, she's Kiniko's wife. Oh, she's this person's second. No. You have value. You have essence. And that must be shared as politicians in politics and as a woman. It's really important. So hopefully we'll provide our platforms to share stories of women politics so that people don't get scared of getting into politics. I think it's an important thing for women in politics to begin to start doing. But thank you for the invitation. I really enjoyed myself. Let's go on a quick break. When we return, we'll look at the front pages of the paper. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Okay, Nima just launched her glasses.
This one is much
Yeah,
better. I
Jiggy.
don't look like old school anymore.
All right, let's start with the punch. It's really nice. I like it. It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Let's start with the punch. NNPCL marketers disagree over supply as queues spread. Resist drug cartels' temptations, Marwa tells NDLE officials. Okada riders shun government's ban, return to restricted Lagos road. President appoints new heads for NTA, NBC, 8 others. Sanwo-Olu, Abiodun, Dangote bid Akintola farewell. Supreme Court begins Atiku's appeal against Tinubu on Monday. Israeli Hamas, US, UK, Germany ask citizens to leave Lebanon. And INEC defends 2023 poll says 712 petitions were dismissed. Okay, which story?
Major headline. Yesterday said
Major headline.
about at 6:05 yesterday, petroleum product was scarce. There's been queue, and we've not been getting. So this report just gives us updates. So the independent marketers are insisting that they have not gotten supply from the NNPC, who is the sole importer of petroleum products, for over a month. NNPC insists they have supply for at least 30 days, that they have sufficient supply. But the story goes deeper, where an undisclosed person from the side of the NNPC is insisting that things are not normal as they used to be, that NNPC now has more outlets, and before what they had, if they had about 30 million liters, they could give out to independent marketers and still supply all their outlets. But right now, what they have is not even sufficient for their outlets, and is not willing to disclose. So the product is scarce, and Nigerians are now feeling the brunt of the increased price as well as scarcity. Those two things don't combine to create comfort at all.
Somewhere I saw 620 yesterday, yes. 620 naira. I didn't enter. I didn't go find.
No, if you drive looking for you, that 605, I jumped queue. I didn't even look. It was until I went selling for me before I checked. I said, let's just buy and go home.
Okay. Another story, punch.
Yes, I do. So INEC defends 2023 polls. So INEC is saying that 891 petitions out of the 1,196 on the 2023 polls have so far, they've either been dismissed or withdrawn. They're saying that that shows that about 74.4% of the petitions is confirming the credibility of the elections conducted. So really their grouse is that, there's just so much talk about how this, the last election was like a total failure. There's so many petitions. But it says that, they brought out a report, and it says that all you had to do was do like a comparative analysis. All the petitions were not for the presidential elections, were for different things. And some were even concerning the primaries or the parties themselves. So to lump them up together and make it look like the election itself was regressive is unfair. And so they gave, a breakdown of where the different petitions happened. And it shows that actually this is one of our, according to them, best elections that we held, and that a filing of petitions should not even be seen as a negative, but also as a positive, that they're able to put all that together. And,
okay, let me take the chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired. On Thursday, charged the new 2,500 personnel of the agency ready for deployment to stand firm and reject insidious temptations that would come their way by drug barons and cartels. According to him, he was speaking at the parade of the newly trained narcotics agents and narcotics assistants in Kaduna, and he was represented by the Special Advisor, Colonel Yakubu Bako, retired. He reminded the new personnel that they cannot afford to compromise on their work because their efforts will be directly impacted on the safety and well-being of Nigerians and families and communities. And these barons will come at you 100%. They will definitely try to do everything to win you over, but you must stand firm. You've also seen the work the NDLA has done so far. They've been very successful. So as they're coming, I'm really happy that 2,500 have been trained. That means that we're going to have more personnel, narcotics agents out there and trying to fish out the bad guys and barons of this drug. Well done to NDLA. Well done. I'm really proud of that agency. Go ahead, Toby.
I have the Okada riders shown government ban story. And so on Alhaji Kosoko Road, that's in Berga, in Lagos State, we've seen that Okada riders have totally taken over the road. And the residents are actually complaining, saying that there's a lot of traffic in the area. And even though task force, LASMA guys are always there ensuring that there's an ease of movement, but the riders have refused to leave, right? And so it is now a question of who has the greater power. Is it the riders or the enforcement agencies? And so even residents are, at this point, very helpless concerning the entire situation. And so the Director of Public Affairs for Lagos State Task Force, Badeyon Abdurrahim, has come up to say that it is not because they cannot really enforce, but because Ojodu is a border town. Some may claim that it is Lagos State, some others may claim that it is Ogun State. So they are being careful in enforcing the law in the area.
Even the second rainbow that is inside Lagos, they cannot enforce, and the police are by them. The Okadas are on the other side under the bridge.
Okay, let's move on. We don't have the nation today, so we move on to the Nigerian Tribune. Tinubu Supreme Court hears article Obi APM's appeals October 23rd. FG to close 3rd Million Bridge on Saturday and Sunday. NLC accuses Labour Minister of partiality in handling the NURTW crisis. Ohaneze backs amnesty for gunmen to stop killings and destruction in Southeast. Tinubu withdraws appointment of 24-year-old FERMA chairman. APC-PDP fight over call for Akeredolu's impeachment. And INEC releases statistics on 2023 election, says 891 petitions dismissed and withdrawn. Okay, which story are we starting with in Nigerian Tribune?
Ondo State, so the PDP in Ondo State on Thursdays clashed with APC members in the Southwest and the State House of Assembly over the call for opposition party for the impeachment of the state governor following his continued absence. Long story short, he's been absent for over 6 months, they say. It looks like the state is on autopilot. And for that reason, they're asking for if he's not there, then we should start the proceeding for impeachment. The APC is saying that it's quite insensitive for the PDP to be calling for the impeachment, knowing the health status of the governor, and that after all, the state has been going on well. The operations of the state is been robust and going on well. So why is the PDP calling out for this? Anyway, in a statement by the PDP camp, they're saying that, first of all, there needs to be like a medical person to ascertain the health status of the governor and, start proceedings for impeachment. I would like to see how this ends. Is he getting better? Is he getting worse? Is he coming back? Who is running the state when he's away? What does the Constitution say about this long absence of a governor away from his state?
And I also heard this side saying that they are running the government of Ondo State from Ibadan. It just doesn't look nice. Whoever is speaking on their behalf should stop talking if they don't have something proper to say. If he's the governor and is available, he should be running Ondo State.
We're hearing different conflicting messages. Some are saying that they're trying to update his office to be compatible
He will not be outside
for his medical requirements, which is fine. But either way, somebody must give us one source of information.
Exactly.
Give us his health condition, what state he's in, what he's doing there, and how it's running. So there's no speculations and people are just coming up with stories. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. Still reviewing Tribune. Ohaneze Ndigbo on Thursday urged those behind the wave of killings and destruction of properties in the Southeast to accept the amnesty by Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma. Many of you know he had offered amnesty to those who are in the bushes, who are causing all these nefarious activities, to come forward and they'll be given employment. They are also putting together a broad-based restructuring of incentive for Igbo traders across the nation to redirect their investments to the Southeast. So, according to Ohaneze, I think the Publicity Secretary, Dr. Chidozie Alex Obonia, has said that the meeting is important for all Igbo, those who are causing these activities in the bush, to come forward and accept these new jobs, and so that they can stop the killings and destruction of properties in the Southeast. I'm so happy that the governor, Uzobdima of Imo State, is also the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, and other governors within that zone are asked to also key into this amnesty program to encourage those in the bush to come out and drop their weapons and then be able to be absorbed into the system for better jobs and acceptance.
I have the NLC accusing the Labour Minister of siding with illegality. So the general and impartiality. The General Secretary of the NLC, Comrade Emmanuel Uguaja, has issued a statement that he made available to journalists in Abuja, where he broke down that the Comrade Tajuddin Barua's leadership was the only democratically elected office, and they adhered with the union statute, the national laws, and the ILO conventions in reaching him that election and or his appointment as the leadership of the NURTW. It says that the minister now came into the matter as a matter of mediation, only for him to turn around and side with illegality backed by the police that, took over their headquarters in Abuja. They said that they're asking the president to rein the minister for labor in, and are also asking him to do the proper thing, that it is unfathomable that a federal minister of labor tasked with safeguarding the rights and interests of diverse stakeholders in our industrial landscape would opt to take action that would undermine the very foundation of our collective engagement. The minister's decision is clearly morally reprehensible and legally untenable. So they called it all sorts of names, and I'm hoping that the NLC will quickly go to court and get an injunction preventing further interference rather than, a strike. Because where this is probably leading to is them starting a protest or a strike. Let them get, their available reliefs from the industrial court. Yes.
Okay, so I have the Tinubu withdraws 24-year-old's appointment as FERMA chairman. So FERMA is the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, and so there was a nomination by the president, Bola Tinubu, of engineer Imam Kashim Imam to serve as the chairman of the board of directors of FERMA. And so there was a press statement by the special advisor to the president of media and publicity, and he said that the nomination was withdrawn. And the reason was because there were ills of criticisms saying that he's inexperienced and is not fit for that role. So the president has withdrawn the application with immediate effect.
It's irresponsible government.
So it means that, is it that the president gets this list and just approves and trusts the people that are giving him, that he's not aware or something? How does he approve 24-year-old and then take it back?
The office going to head is one that is very technical. And so they have the engineering body who, of course, starts...
I understand. What I'm saying, the fact that, is it possible that our president is approving something he's not aware he's approving?
No, I don't think that way. Okay. So, appointments are also some nominations from parties across states.
Right.
Yes.
So you get a list and think it's okay.
Yeah,
I felt it was okay. I felt it was a breath of fresh air.
So you see and you trust that...
approve it without maybe vetting.
Yes. You assume that your aides have done the needful and you approve it and he's not aware, and then you now find it's 24 years. So what the point I'm trying to make is that means our voices are important.
Yes.
We need to keep talking so that just in case one friend went to go and slide in his brother's name, when Nigerians speak,
that point itself is what I'm trying to negate. Myself and Dolapo had this argument, and I was like, maybe they want a breath of fresh air. Someone who is not used to the method of kickbacks and all of that, coming in, bringing only his technical know-how. But they are insisting now that even the technical know-how is based on experience, because some jobs, you don't get the appointment without the years.
Let's fresh graduates.
The Nigerian Telegraph, let's find a stove not taken. How we recovered 500 billion naira from government. Agency says around fact. Let's find a story we've not taken. Tinubu Obaseki mourn as Bodi Agusto dies at 68. FGEU unveils 728 billion naira package to deepen relationship. Loss of confidence in judiciary recipe for anarchy, says Chief Judge Social. Who has a story?
So I have the Ramfac story. Okay. So at an interaction with the House of Reps Committee on Finance, the chairman of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, Mohammed Bello, revealed that 500 billion unremitted revenue was recovered from some institutions across the country. He said they recovered 14 billion between 2008 and 2012 through the assistance of forensic experts engaged by the commission. He said they also recovered 60.9 billion in 2012 to 2015. In addition, he said they also recovered over 312 billion in 2016 and 2019, while payment was made in the 2022 fiscal year. According to him, the commission recovered 98 billion from the Nigerian National Petroleum Commission last month, unremitted, and remitted the same to the Treasury. And you know, that NNPC zone was the issue itself. We were hearing that the monies made were not even remitted, that they were making money now to offset debt. They were making, NNPC now not earn any dollar again when we had that drama towards the end of the year. But these things are coming out now at the committee, and I hope that we'll be able to make difference going forward. Monies that have been recovered or remitted, you need to check the ministries where you found these loopholes and cover them up immediately.
Okay, let's move on to The Guardian. Varsities sad tales of underfunded, understaffed medical centers. Review Nigeria's relations with Israel, Sharia Council tells Tinubu. Hashtag NSAS, activists lament non-implementation of pro-panel recommendations. Tinubu revokes Imam's nomination as FERMA chairman, appoints CEOs of parastatals. No respite for Nigerians as petrol scarcity bites harder in Abuja. Operators fault new 6 aircraft fleet rule for startups. And FG EU unveils 726 billion package to deepen relationship. Okay, which story I'm taking The Guardian? Let me just take this EU. So the federal government and the European Union have jointly approved a financial package totaling 900 million, I think 722 billion naira actually, aimed at deepening the bilateral relationship between both entities. The package came on light of the Thursday meeting with the Commissioner for International Partnerships. Her name was Jutta Opilainen, and Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Atiku Bagudu. And at that meeting, it was stressed that the EU said that they will definitely continue to build a long-standing relationship with Nigeria, and they will continue to invest in our common future and priorities of security, democracy, and prosperity for all. Particularly, however, the package will be deployed specifically to achieve the country's green, resilient, digital, inclusive transition in line with government's priorities and global gateways. So hopefully those are key important things, the green economy and also digital inclusive transition, which is quite important. Any other story in The Guardian? Okay, let's move on. I think that's all we can take on the front page review.